So, before we get started, this isn't a like full constructed story. This is more like an alternate universe kind of setting, and essentially what it is kind of like the fan fiction itself is just kind of is talking about the universe. Like that's really what it is. We're more or less like just talking about the universe, this new universe for this fanfiction idea, and that is Dominion of the Planet of the Apes, or Jurassic World of the Planet of the Apes, which is probably going to be, I don't know which one I like better. Although I will say, I have this feeling that Dominion is going to be in the title for the next Planet of the Apes movie, because Dominion of the Planet of the Apes sounds like a legit title. So I don't know which one I'll use here. Anyway, so let's talk about this. So this is an alternate universe kind of crossover where the world of Planet of the Apes and the Jurassic World / Park franchise existed. So essentially what happened in this continuity is that the AC virus, the AL virus, I can't remember the exact number, but basically the virus that made apes smarter and humans dumber, was being built and constructed in San Francisco roughly the same time as like the events of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom and Dominion were going on. So essentially, mankind in this continuity fell even faster because of the viral outbreak, and then not only that, dinosaurs were now free, so now mankind was fighting a three-pronged war between fighting the apes, fighting the virus, and now it's fighting dinosaurs that were now freed from, free, and people were just using them as whatever. And also a fourth element of fighting themselves. So mankind kind of fell apart even faster than before. And in this new world, mankind, devolved even faster, because in this continuity, the virus had an adverse effect, in that dinosaurs caught it too. But the thing is, it didn't make them smarter, it mutated the virus, and basically, when dinosaurs got sick and spread the virus and it moved to humans again, it devolved them even faster and even made them more aggressive. Whereas in most of the ape franchise, the devolved humans are submissive and silent. Here, the apes in this, the virus, because it's mutated so many times, has made them more primal and what apes used to be. So now that we've got de-evolved, more aggressive humans, and they're more I wouldn't say cavemen, but definitely more, like I said, ape. They're more ape-like. They're basically what the apes were. So now we have the fallen kingdom of humanity, the rising kingdom of apes, and also the one force that could that also wants dominion over ape kind. And that is the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs aren't getting smarter. Well, one group is, but we'll get to them in a minute. The dinosaurs, even though they got infected, it didn't bother. In fact, it made them more resilient. The virus made them more resilient to the elements. It made them more resilient to other viral infections. And actually, their mutation was they could breed faster. They basically could... basically the dinosaur species could replicate faster than ape kind. So now these dinosaurs are expanded, dinosaurs from every species is able to basically outbreed apes. Dinosaurs can now, thanks to the virus, they fuck a lot, and are now producing more eggs, and not only that, they're producing stronger eggs too that have more survivability. But there was one group that was changed even further because of the virus. And that was the Theropods, specifically the Raptors. Now, when the virus, infected the Theropods, they got smarter. And keep in mind, Theropods in real life were actually pretty intelligent. Even though we now have this new paper, that kind of disproves the apes were as smart, T-Rex was smart as a primate. They're pretty smart. They're on the same. Now it's believed that that T-Rex was on the same intellect level as a crocodile. But that's still pretty smart, guys. Like, being as smart as birds and crocodiles. Birds and crocodiles are actually really smart. So, it's a 12-ton predator with the strongest bite force known to mankind, and it's as smart as a crocodile. I don't think... Like, let me go on this tangent real fast. I don't think people realize how smart crocs and gators are, because there are saltwater crocodiles in Australia that can basically time, like, the date the second you go to the water. Like, if you're camping near a like a river, crocodiles will wait for days and time when you go to the water to get water or clean your clothes or whatever. They'll time it and watch you and wait for the right time to strike. So, yeah, now put that to a 12-ton predator who had this, like I said, the strongest bite force of any animal in history. Times that with an animal who also has eyes that that were more sharper than a hawk, and furthermore, like had the sense of smell that could outclass any animal known to mankind. And the thing also probably had night vision too, and could probably work in teams. That's scary. So in here, the virus made the theropods even smarter than before. So now we've gone from the T-Rex is now smart as a crocodile to now smart as an ape, but it's not capable of speech. Like the dinosaurs, even though some of the dinosaurs got smarter, that doesn't mean they can start talking. And one species that was affected the most because of this virus was the raptors. Now the raptors in Jurassic Park, as we already know, were smart, like smart as primates, but now they're smarter. And are now, even though they can't communicate, they actually have, like, their own... They can form, like, specific calls to one another and, like, communicate and form more diverse plans. Not only that, they actually have, in this universe, the dinosaurs... I mean, specifically the raptors, have now, like, mutated in a way that they can actually, like, mimic calls for help, calls of others, and that's a plausible thing. It's not confirmed, but it is a plausibility that some dinosaurs, specifically raptors, since they're so related to birds, and birds could mimic other animals' calls so perfectly, that it's believed that dinosaurs could do the same. So in here, the raptors aren't saying, like, Alan. They're more like making ape noises and mimicking ape voices in the dark. And so Caesar, and in this continuity, with the rise of the dinosaurs being another competitor for the planet, Caesar and his apes had to war with them, as well as the other existing humans. So the dinosaurs and the ape wars continued. As the apes eventually did get the control of the planet, but dinosaurs are still around. But over the hundreds of years since Caesar's passing and the official fall of mankind, dinosaurs are still around, and they are, they're basically still, they're also, some of them are changing into what they originally were. Like, now raptors are starting to grow feathers. But Multi, I hear you say, raptors already had feathers. In Jurassic World, they were genetically... A lot of them were aside from the Pyroraptor and a few others here and there. But now, as Malcolm once said, life finds a way. There it is. And, well, there it is. So, yes, in here, the dinosaurs have since they've been spawning so much naturally... the natural evolution of the dinosaurs is actually happening. So now raptors are starting to look more bird-like, as they did originally, rather than whatever Henry Wu and the other members of InGen wanted them to look like. So, yeah. So in other cases, though, throughout the world, apes and dinosaurs are still having conflict along with these more primal humans. But some apes, like in this continuity, Proxima, the main villain of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, has, like, tamed dinosaurs. Could you just imagine, like, Proxima coming in, going, "What a wonderful day!" while riding on the back of a T-Rex, and when he shouts, "What a wonderful day!" the T-Rex just roars along with him. There you go. There's others, ape tribes, who have, like, mastered riding armored dinosaurs like Triceratops and Kylosaurus, or made peace with some of the hadrosaurs. But the one thing that all apes are scared of are, of course, the carnivores. The carnivores, who, like, in this universe, some ape tribes call them dragons, some call them call them the Titans, or the Nightmares, or ape eaters. There's different names. Raptors have a lot of names too, like the feathered serpents, the night voices, because again, they can mimic, in this universe, they can mimic voices for, like, they can't make full sentences, but they can say, like, phrases. Like, they call them the voices in the night, the shark claws, the winged death. So raptors are, like, the primary predator of apes, because now they're smart as apes, even though they can't speak or form tools. They can think like they think like an ape, and in some cases can think faster than an ape. And like I said, some tribes have, like, are coexisting with dinosaurs, like, and even using them as, like, cattle, or in some cases war machines. But for the most part, in this universe, it's an even tougher fight for survival. And in this world, dinosaurs and apes are still, like, for the most part, warring it out for control of this planet. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much the story. Like I said, it isn't really like a constructed story. It's more like, here's how I think this universe would go. A little different this time. But anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this story, or rather this AU? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know, and what else could you see in this universe happening? But anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.